Hey hi hello guys, welcome back to my channel. Yes, I'm finally doing a video that I promised you like 6 months ago. I'm so responsible, I know. Thank you very much. Anyways, today I will be responding to your unpopular pop opinions that you left on my community post and I found the most interesting. If you enjoy this video, I can make more of them, so don't worry if you didn't get to participate this time. Check out my community tab on here, and my social media, because that's where I post about everything, so you can be a part of one of my future videos. Let me know any respectful opinion you may have during the video, and let's just get into it. This one is pretty long, but what this person is trying to say in short is that Lisa is the actual privileged member in Blackpink and not Jennie, because of how many promotions and screen time she gets in music videos. Right off the bat, I have to disagree with this completely. I find it kinda sad that we are still talking about privileged members after everything these girls have been through during their career. Lisa is without a doubt not privileged, and let me tell you why. Does she get a lot of brand deals? Yes, she does, maybe even more than Jennie. But why is that? Because her social media following is the biggest by far. International fans love her to death and brands cash out on that. They want her to promote their stuff because she is able to reach the most people. Also, as a Thai member and IG's first non-Korean idol, she got and still gets so many racist comments on a daily. People treat her like absolute garbage just because she is the only one without any Korean blood in her. For the longest time she was paid less for being Thai, and she didn't even know the language when she began her training process. So please, let's stop spreading this privileged agenda, because it's old and annoying as hell. Twice would be better as an all-vocal group. I kind of agree and disagree at the same time. Dahyun and Chaeyoung are great rappers, if they are given the correct time and song to rap to. Like their Licky Rap for example, or Better Rap. They are great in my opinion, and I bop to them hard each time. But are they mind-blowing in any way? Unfortunately not. Twice is without a doubt a vocally based group and mainly focuses on developing that area more. That's why Chaeyoung is singing more and more each comeback, as well as Dahyun. In some ways I think they could very well work as only vocal group without any rappers, but then again, I love them the way they are exactly, and I wouldn't trade anything for the world. So I'm kinda torn on this opinion, but it definitely opens up a possibility for a deep discussion. Eyes Wide Open and the album were really underwhelming, at least compares to their last albums More and More, and Kill This Love. A very hard disagree. First let's tackle Twice. I personally own a physical version of More and More, although at first listen I only liked Oxygen and that was it. Other B-sides ended up slipping away from my radar. But as time passed I fell in love with them, and I absolutely adore this mini album. Don't get me wrong, Eyes Wide Open is an extremely strong album, and has some amazing songs on it. Overall I just don't think it blows me away. Many B-sides aged horribly and maybe regularly listen to like 2 of them still. That's if we include I Can't Stop Me. It's just not a really big statement for me, but hey. You can disagree and that's okay. As for Blackpink, the album is one of my favorite albums of all time. Not only inside Kpop, but also outside of it. I know, bold statement here, but I just love it so much. It doesn't have any skips, it's perfect from start to finish. I can't even pick my favorite track off of it anymore. Also it's a full album, compared to Kill This Love, which is only a mini and much weaker than the album in my personal opinion. RM is underrated, and Jungkook is overrated. I love when you all speak facts. Namjoon or RM is indeed badly underrated, and for what? He is such an amazing rapper, he produced literally most of BTS's discography, he can sing, if he takes it seriously, and he is above all of this an absolute angel. Most people just tend to look past him, because of his looks. Although I could very well argue for hours on all of the reasons why he is one of the sexiest man to ever walk this earth. As for Jungkook, if you asked me a year ago, I would have agreed to this 100%. Now I no longer do. I don't think he is overrated at all. I mean, this man can literally do whatever the hell he wants to do, because he is just talented at everything. Is he overhyped sometimes? Maybe a little bit, but then again, can we blame those people for hyping him up for breathing? I certainly don't. I'm joining the club right now. Everybody move. Big Hit shouldn't have Taehyung as a vocalist if they can't use his voice. If you mean this in a way that Taehyung shouldn't be a part of this group to begin with, then I'm ready to accept the fight. No, I'm just kidding. But for real this time, Taehyung is mismanaged by a lot. Big Hit just has him. He has a very unique vocal color and now they have been trying to figure out for the past almost 7 years on how to properly use it. His voice is just way more suited for slower, and B-influenced songs, which BTS doesn't really release. So I understand why he is often pushed aside in that regard, but that doesn't mean I agree. It's unfair and shitty, but I just hope Taehyung is happy and that's all that really matters. We don't know what's going on behind the cameras, so let's not pretend like we do. BTS didn't pave the way, Psy did. Oof, this debate again. I already made a whole video discussing whether BTS paved the way or did Blackpink. I got a lot of comments saying it was actually Psy who did that. I have to completely disagree though. Yes, Gangnam Style was the very technically Kpop song that made it through the walls of Asian. Everybody knew that song and danced to it. I remember being in middle school and this being the trend at the time. But it wasn't really in a fascinating type of way, but more as a meme. In my country everybody thought this song was embarrassing and funny, not inspirational or something, I don't know. What I'm trying to say is that Gangnam Style did more harm than good. Everybody now thinks that alt pop songs are like this, when they thankfully aren't at all. In my personal opinion BTS paved the way for K-pop in the West and that's the end of this convo for me. Let me know what you think. I love Blackpink and BTS, but their music is way too generic to be nominated for a Grammy. Yeah, did you hear Yummy by Justin Bieber? Or his latest album Changes? They are both nominated for multiple Grammys. So I don't think generic music was ever a problem when it comes to nominations. It's just that neither BTS or Blackpink members are white. They are Asian, and we all know anyone else, but white artists are not Grammys' favorite. Many black artists, mainly rappers, called them out for being racist and unfair. I mean, with each year these awards are less hyped up, and less people care about them. I personally don't give a damn crap about Grammys, or watching them. Also Dynamite by BTS is nominated for a Grammy, so what do you mean? I have to disagree with this opinion strongly. It's just racism unfortunately, or BTS would be nominated in all big categories. Just saying. BTS in terms of personality can seem a little fake at certain times. I think I know what this person tried to say. BTS members changed a whole lot since their debut 07, before they blew up into the most popular boy band in the entire world. I don't at all think their personalities are fake, so I disagree with this opinion. First of all, they grew up and therefore matured. They are no longer teenagers or kids they used to be. They are grown-ass men who are still figuring out who they are, or already figured it out somehow. Their personalities are a lot more developed than they used to be, and they feel more confident in being idols, which allows them to show who they are more. On the other side, they have millions and millions more eyes on them now than they had 2 or 3 years ago. Every small mistake is dragged all over media around the world, so they have to be careful about what they say or do. It's just the price of fame. It doesn't mean they are being fake. They are just more careful and hold back on their craziness a bit. Nothing to worry about really in my opinion. Lots of pop music is the same. I agree 100%. Many groups in today's time of K-pop don't know how to stand out from the rest. It's all the same boy crush or girl crush, empty drops, electronic vibes, retro or whichever other trend exists out there at the time. They almost become like a copy of each other as soon as a new trend appears, like it happened with retro concepts. There are very few groups that are doing completely their own thing and I can't imagine their songs being performed by anyone else. Some examples are ITZY, Red Velvet, Blackpink, Dreamcatcher and used to be BTS. Yes, used to be. BTS are becoming more and more generic and the same as other groups in my opinion, because they are focusing too hard on the Western market. Dynamite, On and their entire B album are extremely forgettable, but that's just my opinion. Don't eat me alive for having a different opinion than most of you probably do. Certain companies or probably even most of the companies have their favorite members or favorite bands. Such a hard agree to this one as well. I can just drop you some examples and I think there are no more words needed, so let me do that. In Big Hit, BTS are their favorite group, but they favoritize Jungkook and Jimin specifically. In TXT, Yeonjun is pushed the most in my opinion. YG adores his boy groups, especially Treasure since their debut. In Blackpink they pushed Jennie the most for the longest time, until previous CEO left the company. Since then I don't think any member is pushed extra hard. Only Rosie is still pushed the least. JYP's faves are Twice and ITZY. In Twice, Nayeon and Jahyo are pushed the most, while in ITZY I would say that member is Yeji. Also YG pushes G-Dragon a lot, as well as Mino from Winner as individual artists. Do we need more examples? I don't think so. Anyways, this is all I have for today's video, and if you enjoyed it, make sure to give it a thumbs up, and leave a comment to help the algorithm, as well as subscribe for more Kpop videos twice a week. I'll see you very soon in a brand new video. Bye bye, I love you all so much.